Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you wherever you are, whatever you're doing. It's 26 minutes on to 7 o'clock. How do you do this morning? Good morning to all the wonderful folks who are usually locked on with us at this time on mornings. It's so happy to have you here with us. And I do hope that you had yourselves a wonderful night. And having a wonderful night is indicative that you will have a good day. Yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. All the time. No matter what. Throughout the length and breadth of Grenada, reaching out and say good morning to Kyolas and Bernard out there in Petite Martinique. I hope you're up there still. I haven't heard from you in ages. But good morning to the folks of Petite Martinique. Of course, Carrie, good morning, Shondell and Cheryl. And Gailey. Good morning. Mr. Patrick Kojo and family, good morning also. Cuthbert, good morning. Why did I get involved in this calling names this morning? Milton Coy, my compadre, good morning. How you doing, bro? Nonetheless, those of you on the mainland, good morning, good morning, good morning. I will not start calling names of vicinities because I'll get stuck. I just want to wish everyone a happy Thursday. It's the second day of November. Christmas is just around the corner, yeah?
Just to sing for you.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. So good to have you on board with me this morning as always. Yes, good morning to all the medical practitioners, those of you within the medical fraternity, the doctors, the nurses, the nursing assistants, the wardens at the hospitals, the various hospitals, Princess Royal in Carriacou, Princess Alice in Maribor, the General Hospital. Good morning to Nurse Maxwell and your team. As a matter of fact, good morning to all the doctors, all right? All the doctors, all the nurses. I want to reach out to the police officers as well. Good morning to you. And the rank and file of the RGPF, good morning. Hope all is well. Yep. The Fisher folks, good morning. Last night there was what, All Saints or All Souls? I don't really follow it per se, but yeah, I know we celebrate, it's a cultural thing, the 1st and 2nd of November. One thing I know for sure is that I had some asham. Yeah, I had some asham. Good morning to the folks of Six Senses. How they do this morning? Yeah, so someone tasting asham yesterday and saying, oh, we have that in Israel. Yeah, good morning. Good morning to the entire team, Thomas and everybody. Good morning. Can't remember all the names, but yeah, good morning to you. Hope all is well. Let's get into the word of the day, or else I'll get stuck here and run out of time. And the word of the day today, it is a word, whenever I see this word, I remember one of my English language teacher at MacDonald College. She was Guyanese, Miss Golaya, and she introduced that word to us. I think it was in Form 3 or Form 4. Onomatopoeia. I was wondering, what is this? That doesn't look like a word, that looks like an African name. Oh my goodness, onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Now, if you ask a child to spell that and the child get it wrong, I mean, come on. Where does this come from? That's child abuse. Spell onomatopoeia. But nonetheless, onomatopoeia means the creation or use of words that imitate sounds. It can also refer to the words themselves. Wow. Long word, but with such a simple meaning, all right? It means the creation or use of words that imitate sounds. I would love to hear some of you all create some onomatopoeias. All right, here's how we can use the word in a sentence. The poem Cynthia in the Snow by Gwendolyn Brooks is famous for its beautiful onomatopoeia, capturing the vivid language, snow's many and distinct oral effects. Oh boy. The word is hard to spell, and even, the use of it could, Cynthia in the Snow, right? The poem Cynthia in the Snow by Gwendolyn Brooks is famous for its beautiful onomatopoeia, capturing in vivid language snow's many and distinct oral effects. The falling of snow. That's what they're talking about there. Well, my friends, learn to spell it, learn to pronounce it, and most importantly, learn how to use it in your speech and writing, right? Yeah, play around with this one a bit, okay? Good morning to all the English A teachers across the nation, man. Sometimes, I know what it is like. But the teaching profession is such a noble profession, yeah? Sometimes I wonder if, especially the younger teachers, if they really sit back and take into account how important a task they have at hand. Remember, you are literally shaping our leaders for tomorrow, right? So treat them with care. Treat our nation's children with care, right? Parents, ensure that your children go to school every day, if possible, all right? Regularity and punctuality are very, very important. Okay, Nadisha, here's your thought for the day. Good morning to Nadisha and the folks in Cafe, surrounding areas. Good morning, good morning. Now, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Good morning, Mr. Clyde Belfon. Yeah, if you can't explain it simply, it means you don't understand it well enough. Yeah, try and understand it well enough before you try to explain it. When you really understand it, you can explain it easily. Really, really easy. You can simplify it. You can use analogies. You understand what I'm saying? Understand it well enough, and then you can expound on it, right? Good morning to Pastor Laurie, of course, and the family. Miss Victor, boy. Gilgal, that's what she spoke about. Good morning to the entire congregation, man. And bossing this morning, of course, I ought to remind you that we've got the hunting season that is open. I always have to remind you of that. Yes, the season is open. It was open on the 1st of October and will end on the 31st of December. Again, I implore you to seek permission from the relevant landowners, property owners, if you are going to hunt on their property. Trespassing is an offense punishable by law. Okay, so please, if you're going to hunt on someone's property, ask the permission first. Don't just barge in. You understand? Don't do that. You will end up in problems. You can, and in some cases you will. Okay, some people have the sign up that no trespassing, and trespassing is a violation, and so obey that. You want to hunt, knowing Grenadians as I do, they might just say, okay, just don't damage anything, you understand? But seek the permission first. All right, also buzzing this morning. Over the week, since last week, I was telling you that I am certain my guy in TV production, Mr. Slocum, is with me this morning. Good morning, boss. How are you? Good morning to your family at home. I know they are deprived of your love and affection so early in the morning. They have to live, and that's the beauty of being like me, At 3 o'clock, I'm okay. I could leave. All right? Yeah, so I hope you have that up this morning. For the week, I've been telling you of this noble gesture and initiative by this gentleman, my good friend, Captain Harris. I hope you have the pictures of the bus stands that he's been building around the nation. Yes, and we do have them up. All right, and I think he has done either six or eight so far. And coming this Saturday, he will be launching another one in the Monfendu Junction. All right, and what is lovely about this, what is patriotic about this, what is loving about this is that no one asked him. He saw the need for it and he dug into his pockets and did it out of pocket all by himself. Bought the materials, paid for the labor and everything like that. Captain Harris, kudos to you. Grenada needs a lot more of people like you, and yeah, that's all part of progress. All right, so we look forward to another launching of one of the bus stops that will be launched in Monfendu this coming Saturday. I think it starts at around 2 o'clock or something like that, 2 or 4. I'll get the information and pass it on, but these are initiatives that you need to, you really need to look at. That's giving back to the community. I'm certain that there are businesses who are doing much better than Captain Harris Apartments, but he saw it fit to do that. Kudos, yeah? A round of applause. Yeah. Take a bow, Captain Harris. All right, also buzzing quickly before we run off, tomorrow we have a job fair. The Ministry of Youth, they're having this job fair, not tomorrow, but on Saturday at the Wester Hall Secondary School, and it says, come unlock your future at our mini job fair, a dynamic opportunity to gain potential employment. Now join us for a day of inspiration and networking while you learn about available jobs in the market. Walk with your cover letter, CV, and prepare for an on-the-spot interview. That is nice. Okay, of course the folks from Six Senses will be there, and come on in. It starts at 10 and runs till 3 p.m. at the Wester Hall Secondary School. So come on and be a part of that. We look forward to seeing you there. Opportunities are being presented. Go ahead and grab onto them. All right, I don't believe in luck. My version of luck is preparedness meeting opportunity. You're prepared, and the opportunity comes, you grab onto it. All right, that's what luck is really. Preparedness meeting opportunity. So come on out on a Saturday at the Wester Hall Secondary School. Once you're within the age of 16 and 35, there's this mini job fair being put on by the Ministry of Youth. Come out and be a part of it. Like I said, the Six Senses resort will be there. The staff will be there looking at possible entrance into the resort. So come prepared. All right, folks, we've got to wrap it up. Thank you for being a part with us so far. We've got to wrap it up. We've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather right here on Classic. Those of you who are on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us. We're with you anywhere and everywhere.
Co-owner and founder of Grenada Tours, Taxi and Rental. We provide transportation tours in the field of tourism. Being in the field of tourism, the pandemic have taught us that we need all the help we can get, which the NIF has been very helpful in doing so. But as a small business owner, we are even more excited right now with the new initiative that the NIF have launched, providing a little bit more flexibility for small businesses like ourselves. So we definitely encourage all of the small business to consider getting on board with the NIF and this new initiative that allows the level of flexibility that they have implemented.
It was a colorful and patriotic start to the celebration of Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence on Tuesday evening, as the Grenada National Organizing Committee officials launched a calendar of planned activities Rena Pierre-Thomas tells us more.
Fireworks, still pan music, cultural performances, and a heightened sense of patriotism were on full display in the electric atmosphere on the Carnage Tuesday evening as Grenadians gathered in their national colors to witness the official launch of the island's 58th independence celebrations. Grenadians from all walks of life expressed how proud they were to be a national as they reveled in the display of the island's culture and history.
I love it. Grenada's everything. And how proud are you, though? I'm so proud because I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. And when you go to Labor Day, you see Trinidad, which my mother's from, and you see Grenada. But to be here and feel the vibe and feel the energy here, it's amazing. And I'm looking forward to everything that's going on here. All the new changes, all the creatives that are out, amazing. And we're very proud. We're proud of our country and what we have accomplished over the years. So I think it's fabulous. I mean, it's like, oh my God, I'm home and there's all this happening. It's just super, super, super good. It's good to be here.
The launch marked the start of a year-long list of activities to celebrate the half-a-century milestone under the theme, One People, One Journey, One Future. The platform was also used to launch the official logo and the theme song for the Jubilee anniversary, featuring several local artists showcasing Grenada at its best. Here is a short clip of the official video.
Bang, bang, bang. It's only up from we take time to reminisce on the richness of our history from the beginning, from the people who came through sugar and change, emancipation to revolution. We are more than the speck upon the globe. We are more than the ice cream and gold. We are much more than the nutmeg and the clove. Tell the world we are Grenadians.
Three islands united as one, blessed with the strength to carry on. We're more than just that island in the sun. Tell the world we are Grenada.
Chairperson of the National Organizing Committee, Dr. Wendy Crawford, gave an overview of the events planned for the celebration.
In addition to the parish events, a wide range of activities are being planned for the entire Jubilee year, for the latter part of January 2024 to mid-February. A national cleanup and beautification campaign is being undertaken. This will result in a Best Decorated Village competition. The semi-finals and finals of the annual Independence Calypso Monarch will be held January 20th and 27th respectively in St. Patrick's. February 3rd, the Governor General's Gala with a splash of Grenada. Have installed some plaques that covers Grenada history from independence through to the first 50 years, done in 10 years episode.
Grenada will celebrate its 50th anniversary of independence on February 7th, 2024, and Grenadians far and wide are expected to gather at the National Stadium to commemorate the milestone. For GBN News, I am Rena Pierre-Thomas reporting.
Our island size does not determine our destiny. That was the message delivered by Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell as he addressed Grenadians at the official launch of Grenada's 50th independence celebrations. More in this report.
The Prime Minister used the occasion of the launch to reflect on the sacrifices made by Grenada's father of independence, Sir Eric Matthew Gairy, along with T.A. Marichaud, George Brizan, and other Grenadians who contributed towards 50 years of history and paved the way for future generations. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, in addressing Grenadians at the official launch of Grenada's 50th independence celebration, reminded the youth that it is time to make history.
To our young people of Grenada, this 50th anniversary of independence is a time for us to reset, to rethink, and to give you the opportunity to shape the next 50 years of Grenada's future. So that we remember, united we stand. United we stand. United we stand. And we will be united and go up.
The Prime Minister echoed the statement that the size of Grenada does not determine the destiny of its people. He reminded Grenadians to learn from the lessons of the island's history and encouraged them to stay united as one people.
We the people must ensure that we remain united, that we learn from the tragic lessons that we so painfully commemorated on the 19th of October, in this month of October, so that we can say to future Grenadians that the future of Grenada is yours, and it is a future that we will continue to fight for, but not fight with each other. A future that will allow us to disagree, but not sink to disunity.
The PM was speaking on the Carnage St. George during the official launch of celebrations to mark Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence. For GBN News, I am Rena Thomas reporting.
More than 1 year after making known his intention to appeal the decision of the Director of Prosecution to discontinue charges brought against Anderson and Kidon Peters by the Harbour Master crew, Attorney at Law Cajetan Hood is providing an update. Following Hood's challenge and a number of scheduled hearings, the appeal has been dismissed. Attorney representing the Harbour Master in the civil matter, Dylan Charles, explains why.
You guys would have been aware that Cajetan Hood would have especially stated that he was going to challenge the DPP's power to squash the charges, private criminal complaints made against the crew, against the Peters brothers. We would have filed sometime last year, end of last year, that claim, which is a origination motion challenging the decision of the DPP and the Police Commission and the AG. Those are parties in the claim on the decision on how they treated the crew and the decision not to proceed with charges against the Peters brothers. That matter would have come up for hearing in July, and based on the crew's sailing schedule, they were not able to attend rather in person or via Zoom, and the court struck out the matter or dismissed the matter for lack of attendance. We have since appealed that decision because striking out matter is a very draconian measure. So we're hoping to have that scheduled sometime later this year, early next year, and that will proceed with that.
The attempted criminal charges against the Peters brothers were for harm, assault, abusive language, insulting language, and obscene language stemming from the August 10th brawl on board the party boat Harbour Master. Police are seeking the assistance of the general public in locating Kalina Alexander, a 10-year-old student of Belmont St. George. She's of medium build and has a dark complexion. Kalina left her home on Saturday, the 21st of October, 2023, and has not returned since. She was last seen wearing black pants and a jersey and a pair of green sandals. She has a cornrow hairstyle that's in complete black. Anyone seeing Kalina or having any information at all about her whereabouts is kindly asked to contact Central Police Station at 440-2244 or the police hotline at 444-1958 or, of course, the nearest police station. Grenadians have a long-standing tradition of visiting cemeteries on November 1st, and from all reports, cemeteries across the country are abuzz with activity at this time. November 1st is All Saints' Day on the Christian calendar and is observed annually to honor all the saints of the church who are believed to have attained heaven. The observance of All Saints' Day is rooted in the belief that there is a spiritual connection between those in heaven and those on earth. In the Catholic tradition, this day is dedicated to honoring all those who have passed on to the kingdom of heaven. But locally, the focus of this day is on the faithfully departed, and it's a cherished tradition for people to visit the burial sites of their loved ones. During these visits, they pay their respects by placing candles and fresh flowers on the graves, symbolizing their love and remembrance. In addition to these customs, another tradition associated with this is the grinding of parched corn for the making of a sham, an activity that adds to the cultural richness of the observance. Following All Saints' Day, another Christian holiday known as All Souls' Day is celebrated on November 2nd. This day is also referenced as the commemoration of all the faithfully departed and the Day of the Dead. On Wednesday, November the 1st, the Division of Youth held its very first primary school youth parliament sitting at the St. Patrick's Anglican Primary School. Here's more in this Christina John report.
The junior parliamentarians were assigned ministerial portfolios to debate the resolution, be it resolved that the common entrance exam be reinstated as a means of assessing the readiness of senior primary school students for secondary schools. The Division of Youth's Primary and Secondary School Youth Parliament program provides a valuable opportunity for students to learn about parliamentary procedures and practices, which can help them develop essential skills and understanding for future leadership roles. The program has been running for the past 2 months, during which the participants received training on parliamentary procedures and practices from experienced facilitators and mentors. The primary school sit-in was open to the public and was live-streamed on the Government Information Service Facebook page. Here are snippets from today's sitting from both sides of the House.
Madam Speaker, the area is especially noteworthy as children of the common entrance exam era had a superior awareness of Caribbean and international-based facts. Then, Madam Speaker, in 2012, a decision was made to try something new. The Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment, CPEA, created by the Caribbean Examination Council, CXC, was brought in as a new type of assessment.
You see, with the CPA, the focus has shifted a bit. It's no more about projects, and that's not bad by itself. Projects are like the extra toppings on a pizza. They're fun, but they shouldn't replace the pizza crust. Similarly, projects can be helpful, but these CPA projects are not doing what they were meant to do. You want to make sure our students are truly ready for the next big step in their education. So, let's find the right balance, like the right balance of jelly on our sandwiches, and bring back the common entrance exam to make sure our kids are well prepared for the exciting journey to secondary school. I thank you.
Our educators are tasked with teaching the subject matters, planning, editing, and in some cases, completing projects for students. With CPEA exams being administered online, there is an added burden on our educators to teach computer literacy skills to students. Madam Speaker, in this technological age, students should not be tested using the same boring teacher-centered method that was given 30 years ago. However, with the CPA examination, as stated by the Searchlight newspaper, March 2012 issue, a wider range of assessment is offered as compared to the former common entrance exam.
Each participant will present his certificate upon completion of today's sit-in. The Division of Youth is proud of the junior parliamentarians and hope this program will inspire them to continue their involvement in civic affairs and to make positive contributions to our society. Christina John, GBN News.
5 new lawyers joined the legal fraternity and were added to the Grenada Bar Association today as they took their oath to serve in the presence of executive members of the Grenada Bar Association legal organization at the No. 2 Magistrate Court. More in this report.
Jerisa Rodney, Sydney Walker, Chanel Hysent, Regine Mondesi, and Kenneth Fortune are the 5 new lawyers accepted into the Grenada Bar Association as they took their oath of office today. This means that they are now able to practice law in Grenada and represent their clients before the court. Criminal Judge Justice Paula Guilford encouraged the newly initiated lawyers to join the criminal bar as they start their new journey.
Depending on your area of practice, and I don't seem to think any one of you will be joining the criminal bar, and for the one who may think that the criminal bar is not for ladies, I am the only criminal judge and I'm so I encourage you to join the criminal division, come into the criminal arena, and I'm sure you will enjoy it.
Justice Guilford also called on the lawyers to practice law with the highest level of professionalism and integrity.
Whether you're successful will depend on your advocacy and preparation. These will determine your competency in presenting and representing your clients' matters. You must practice the law with the highest level of integrity and professionalism. You must never forget that your words are your bond to the court, colleagues, and clients. You may think you will now earn and maybe make big money. Making the big money is never the problem. Once you have safeguarded your credibility, show a high standard of competency, and always remember your duty to the court, your client, and then yourself.
The 5 lawyers took their oath after a 16-month internship in various law offices on the island. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Grenada will join the rest of the world to observe World Diabetes Day 2023 on the 14th of November under the theme Empowering Global Health, raising awareness on diabetes around the world.
Global statistics, as revealed by the World Health Organization, has shown that diabetes accounts for 1.5 million deaths. Diabetes, a chronic non-communicable disease characterized by elevated levels of blood glucose or blood sugar, which over time can lead to acute damage to the heart, blood vessel, eyes, kidney, and nerves. Diabetes affects the body's ability to turn food into energy and affects the body's ability to produce and use insulin, which helps in the distribution of energy from your bloodstream. Dr. Joseph, a medical practitioner, gives us a breakdown.
It has a couple of mechanisms, but the main mechanism is through a hormone that we produce called insulin that takes the blood sugar, the glucose from the bloodstream into our cells where it's needed for, just for energy and sustenance. So essentially, diabetes is elevated or persistent high blood sugars due to a lack of insulin or insulin resistance in the body.
There are 3 types of diabetes. Type 1 is believed to be caused by an autoimmune reaction of the body where the body attacks itself. People of any age can develop this type, and there is no way of preventing it because of its nature. The Center for Disease Control indicated that people with this type of diabetes needed to take insulin every day to stay alive. Type 2 usually develops over time and is most common in adults and elderly people. This type of diabetes affects the body's ability to use insulin properly. The World Health Organization states that it can take years before symptoms of type 2 diabetes can be noticed, although in some people the disease can come on suddenly. The 3rd type is gestational diabetes, and this occurs in women who are pregnant and have not had diabetes before pregnancy. As a result of this, babies are at higher risk for health problems and may develop childhood obesity and type 2 diabetes as an adult. Regular health checks and testing can help you to detect changes in your body's blood sugar. Early detection of diabetes can help you to manage and possibly even reverse this chronic disease. Common Common symptoms of diabetes, however, can be identified through excessive urination, blurred vision, increased hunger, and significant unintentional weight loss. Diabetes can be prevented and managed through healthy lifestyle practices such as regular exercise, keeping physically active, and a balanced diet. Christina John, GBN News.
Energy conservation is the talk of the day. Decreasing the amount of fossil fuel being used daily is the aim. November 1st, 2023 marks the start of the 8th observance of CARICOM Energy Month, which aims to showcase and celebrate the sustainable energy achievements of the Caribbean region. Detailed in this report.
CARICOM Energy Month 2023, accelerating innovation, driving electrification.
As part of its regional activities, the CARICOM Secretariat will host the 8th Caribbean Sustainable Energy Forum in Kingston, Jamaica from November 7th to the 9th, which will be attended by a representative from Grenada's Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy. As Grenada joins other CARICOM member states in the observance of Energy Month, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, Perrin Johnson, encourages persons to be more efficient in how they utilize appliances in their homes. The PS was addressing members of the media during the soft launch of Energy Month on Wednesday at the Ministerial Complex.
As we are aware, most of our energy consumption is derived from fossil fuels. Burning of these fossil fuels result in harmful emissions to the environment. It is our priority, therefore, to transition to find cleaner alternatives, such as renewable sources, including solar, wind, or geothermal.
As a ministry, P.S. Johnson said they have in recent months embarked on a number of energy efficiency initiatives.
In the recent past, we had a project that was undertaken in Carriacou, and it is anticipated that by the end of this month, November, that we would be able to commission one of our PV solar installation in Limle, Carriacou. Another renewable source we are currently exploring is that of geothermal.
The opportunity now exists for persons to have their domestic charges waived on the importation of items aimed at reducing fossil fuel usage. That's according to Christopher Joseph, who is attached to the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy.
Government of Grenada being cognizant of the pressures that this can bring to all and sundry, all Grenadians in terms of the upfront costs. They have incentivized the opportunities for people to invest in renewable energy technology, both in terms of what you can do at your home and what you can do in terms of vehicles. So 100% concession is available. There is a criteria, there is a process. Basically, you submit your documentation to the Ministry of Finance in terms of the technology that you're trying to bring in, and the concession in terms of the domestic taxes are going to be addressed.
Activities planned for the Energy Months include the dissemination of energy conservation and other related tips, a video and photo competition, kilo walks in Hillsborough, Carriacou, Gob, St. John, and St. George, an exhibition at the Esplanade Mall, and media appearances. The collaborating partners for this year's CARICOM Energy Month are the CARICOM Secretariat, the Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency, CCREEE, and the Caribbean Development Bank. Christina John, GBN News.
A Touch of Class, presented by Regan Mendez and friends. The music, the magic, a full choir, together with musicians, singers, dancers, and band, presenting a classical treat at the Grenada Trade Center on November the 19th at 7:30 p.m. A Touch of Class awaits you. Indulge in the classics from Carmen, Phantom of the Opera, and more. A musical evening filled with passion and excitement. A Touch of Class. Tickets are available at Go to Fet and Grenadian Optical for only $75. A Touch of Class.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Black Month is here, and Quartz is having the ultimate trading event of the year. Trade in your old furniture, appliances, electronics, and mattresses for an on-the-spot discount of 30% off the new. Yes, you heard right. From November 1st to 11th, you can trade in your old for a new, and it's easy to take advantage of this offer. First, take a photo or video of your old item. Next, go on down to your nearest Quartz store and purchase your new item. Then, we will deliver. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Save up to 70% off on selected items store-wide. No cash? No problem. With Quartz Ready Finance, you pay $0 down and your first payment isn't due until February 2024. Hurry, because this deal will not last. Shop now, because every day is Black Friday at Quartz. Conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
All right, good morning. 16 minutes after 7 o'clock. Welcome to the conversation this morning. And for those of you who have experiencing problems with the YouTube and Facebook pages, please log into and use our GBN Production YouTube channel. All right, the GBN Production, the regular one will be down for about another week. Okay, so you can access us through the GBN Production YouTube channel. All right, and someone says on WhatsApp here, and I like this: good morning, Innocent. I just want to take some time to thank the group that cleared the St. George's Cemetery. I went there Saturday to clean my parents' grave, and the type of bushes the place was covered in was horrendous. These people worked Sunday as well. When I went yesterday to get it painted, they finished. My God, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and to the lady that spearheaded them. You made them happy, joking, and working along with them. But we as citizens must take responsibility for the spot we paid for and clean them year-round, including me. Don't leave it for All Saints time with overgrown bushes and trees. All right? Well, that's, not all the time the news has to be negative, I kind of like that. Sometimes we could give something positive. So kudos to the team that did that clearing up. One of our WhatsApp contributors sent this: prayer is medicine. Take 3 times a day with faith and patience. Dr. Jehovah God. And they have the caution: do not take with worry and doubt. I like this. And the person also sent: the person who tries to keep everyone happy and always cares for everyone is always the most lonely person. That is so true. Papi, what going on? You in my head. Yeah, you always there for people, and All right, I want to say happy birthday to Donna Gilbert of Bylands. I wish you nothing but the best in the future and God's continuous blessings on you. Have an awesome day. The greetings are coming from the entire staff at the Ministry of Infrastructure Development at Pearls. All right, now there's something that I want to raise. We started a conversation earlier in the week, and I went around and did a little, chit-chatting, and I thought it was important that we revisit that conversation. That issue where someone suggested that for obvious reasons, that they made that suggestion that government should get into helping parents in taking care of their children. In essence, what it boiled down to is like paying people to make children, and I thought it was, I personally have my own, I reserve my thoughts on that, but in speaking with a number of people, and I'm talking prominence here, it's something that I would like to hear from you. What are your thoughts? And in concluding, I am going to say, from a scientific standpoint, that what we should, how it should roll out. Okay, so what are your thoughts on that? Do you endorse the idea that government should get more actively involved in paying people or having, certain things accessible to people for procreation, for making children? What are your thoughts on that? 435-2041. I'd love to hear from you on that. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, morning, Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
I would say, first of all, that I don't think even we need to be discussing that. Trust me, because there are more important things than that.
That is your opinion, right?
It would be setting a dangerous precedent.
That is your opinion.
That of course. I'm sharing. You ask them what I'm giving you my thing.
So it's your opinion that there are more important things to talk. Okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
so there are more important things to talk about. We have to consider we are adding to our population via the citizens by investment. You just had on the news how much 11,000. Are we stupid or what? We adding to our population already by way of money, looking for money, and then we say, well, let's add to the population. The caller that called the other day and talk about, the schools are empty. One of the reasons why some of the schools are empty is because people are sending their children to favorite schools. Look at the springs. Springs are almost overpopulated because people, for various reasons, they're not sending their children to the school in the area. So we have to deal with that. But I want to say, when I talk about more important things, we had a situation, in a sense, where Jamaica conveniently absent itself from the vote last Friday in the UN. Conveniently, And then have the Grenada stated that Jamaica condemned Hamas. Okay? On top of that, you have a situation where Haiti, the same Haiti that is preparing to receive invasion troops from Kenya, abstain. And we need to understand those things in context. Why would Haiti, for instance, abstain?
Caller, okay. Whereas I appreciate the info that you're sharing, but I really want us to concentrate on the topic this morning, okay?
But this is why I say that more important thing.
Okay, thank you. 435-2041, that's the number to call. It's 22 minutes after 7 o'clock. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's a wise decision that the government should get involved in supporting people for making children? Like some of the bigger countries, some parts of the world are doing. For example, we know Canada invests a lot in that because it's a known fact that Canada is underpopulated. Other regions, other places, go ahead with that as well. Let me hear your thoughts. 435-2041. Good morning, caller.
Mr. Joseph.
Good morning, welcome.
Can you hear me well?
Loud and clear.
Great. On this matter, I'd like to say the following. In effect, there are countries around the world that do this. Japan is one, noted. Because these countries have realized that they have dwindling population because their men not performing as they ought to. It's a matter that is so serious that it has to be considered deep thought. There have to be specific reasons. Lessening population because men are not performing. Women are choosing, not to make children and to deal more professionally in the work and otherwise. And then based on industry and otherwise, you find that they're losing, the workforce, is also dwindling. They address this by importing workers or paying their people to make children, subsidies, certain amount on each child made. So there have to be reasons for such activity. It is not strange, it is not abnormal.
But do you think we have such a situation in Grenada?
This is where I'm going, Mr. Joseph.
Okay.
We do not have that situation here. Ay, mi madre, this telephone just started to get crazy. Can
I
you
guess
hear this crackling?
yeah, it's crackling. I think it's with the rain. You got some rain in your area?
Ay, mi madre, it's becoming too difficult for me, but I'd like to continue. Listen, we do not have that situation here. But we have a situation that is even worse. Is that we're selling our citizenship. We're selling spaces for foreigners which we do not know, who have no connection with our country. The most treasonable act ever done in this country committed by the leaders of this here country. You heard the numbers? Total 11,000. You're talking excess of 10% of the active population of the country. Foreigners that we do not know. And I repeat, have no connection to Grenada. Never came here. But have the authority, the power, that whenever they care, they can invade us and take over. That is the scare, Mr. Joseph. That is the scare. That's what we have to be concerned about. So when we talk, what we have to do in this here country is organize a society so that people can live normally, build their families, and repopulate our country naturally so that Grenada can remain in the hands of Grenadians because it is being sold. This is where the danger is, Mr. Joseph. So the idea that the brother proposed, there's no need for it to do it that way now. Put people to work, train people, educate, uplift the people so that they can do good things, do them well, gain them, earn their money to live, so they can make their children, rebuild families for the survival of our little country. This is where the focus has to be put in. I trust my point of view. Again, is a point of view, Mr. Joseph. Have a nice day.
You too, citizen. Have a good one. Have a good one. 27 minutes after 7 o'clock. That is the time. And quickly, let's take a few of the comments on our Facebook page. Lydia Cameron says, blessed Thursday morning to my Grenadian people. Innocent, have a great day. Thank you. Arthur Langain, of course, good Thursday morning to you, brother. Coming from me here in New York. Good morning, caller. Good morning.
Morning, Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. My problem with my Grenadian...
You need to lower down the volume of whatever device you have in the background.
Better now?
Lovely.
Better?
Yeah, that definitely.
Okay, my problem now with my Grenadian people. We had a government for donkey years. I wasn't hearing all this kind of a nonsense about paying people to make children. According to the first caller, we have better things to talk about, because where are we getting the money from to be paying women to make children? Come on, man. We got to do better than that in this country. Everything now is government. What happened to us, man? Come on, man. Wake up.
Okay.
Morning.
Thank you. 435-2041. Veronica Sandy says, good morning, GBN, Grenada Carrier, Kopidi Matnik. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And good morning, Gordon Innocent Joseph. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
I am doing fine. How about you?
Dear boy.
Talk to me.
A certain man in this country go deal with GBN. Morning, not the host and them, you GBN. Are you setting up people? All right, go ahead.
With what?
Well, let me tell you, are you setting up people, 3 people, and every time a certain man on the radio, while you calling him and tell them the man come for the man to deal with them.
Stop it.
To deal with the man, go ahead.
Stop it.
Let me tell you something now. If you want to pay people to make children, I have a problem with that. But just don't keep them on an e-money program what can done. They need to grow. I want to agree that Grenada needs some more people. But when you pay mothers to make them, what you have for them to do? Look how our children going to school from 5 to how much? They didn't have a passport, they didn't have a driver's license. Our children in this country punish under government here too much, Nothing for our children, and them look at them, even have a good place to go and have a recreation, right? So a lot of things have to come in place if we really want to pay mothers to make children in this country.
Let me ask you that. Do you think that Grenada actually needs more people, more citizens?
I do believe. Because it's over, I think it's a little over 100,000, right? So we need some more people who could work and develop. I don't know, the CBI program could have increased more of the people if they handle it good. You let the people come with a family and they do business and things, but we just giving passport to go out. None of them do stay in here. And just imagine, we have a little over 100,000 people in Grenada. And the people have a debt of $3.7 billion. Come on. We need people to come and work and help develop this little 100,000. How are we paying back that debt?
Okay.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Thank you, caller. Thank you. 29 minutes on to 8 o'clock. This is going to be a final call before we take a commercial break. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning to you.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. I'll tell you something. It must have gotten to that stage, because we had not been looking down the management system. We remain complacent. Costs continue to rise. Population continues to drop. Yeah? And now we're talking about repopulated. Well, let me tell you how to repopulate. We have a lot of people in Europe, North America, and Asia, and maybe beyond, who has money, wealthy people who wants to come back home. Prepare the economy. Go seek them out and bring them in. We don't want young people to burden the state. We want people who are economically able to bring some revenue here so you could assist the young people. That's what we need at this point in time.
Okay. All right. Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Folks, 28 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after these. Don't you go anywhere.
You want to get an insight into your life? Are you willing to find astrological solutions? Master Shivrudra, the world's best psychic and spiritual healer with competency in other services too. He has guided many people who are going through a situation to find solutions to their problems and use astrological remedies for positivity. He provides services to get your ex-love back, negative energy removal, family problem solutions, health problem, and many more.
He located at Grenada City, Georges. Call him or WhatsApp +1 for 735375939.
My name is
remotely. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
Hey, come closer. I want to tell you something amazing.
I am Nexa. And when I say Nexa, I mean more than just another financial institution. We're a family. We're a community.
A community that listens and values your voice in every decision we make.
Big financial decisions can be daunting, but Nexa is a strong support system here to guide you every step of the way.
Nexa believes in empowerment, but you are never alone.
We're with you wherever your road leads. Whether it's owning my first home, educating my kids, or starting a business, Nexa is where I am following my dreams.
And here's the exciting part. You can be part of this incredible journey too. Just join today.
I am Nexa, and you can be too.
We're making it even better to be a Nexa member. Ask a friend who's already a member to refer you. Our members refer someone, and both of you can enjoy special rewards. It's a win-win. Call us at 440-1354. Visit us on our social media or our website for how to join.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
On this episode of Caribbean Passport TV, we travel to St. Kitts and Nevis, visit a cocoa estate in Trinidad and Tobago, and listen to some steel pan music. And then we'll wind down with some paintings, right here on this station.
Good morning and welcome to the conversation, and let's quickly look at some of our contributions on the WhatsApp platform. Someone says, good morning, Gordon. This paying people to make children is not a wise idea. Even the seed program is already a problem for government. Do you know that women will just have children not even understanding why? Right now we have Muslims with 3 wives. Every year a child is born. We have Guyanese, Haitians making problem with the sidewalk vendors, saying that the former PM gave them the right to stay here in Grenada. We must be wise, Gordon. Why now, as we have this new PM trying to build? Okay, all right. Someone else on WhatsApp says, good morning, Innocent. Good morning to your listeners, followers. Even in Grenada, when I was growing up, there were incentives for people to have children. I can't say how many or all the types, but I can recall tax rebates for every child or something of that sort. However, I don't think it is a matter of paying people to have children, but where people have children and cannot care for them properly because of financial constraints, the state is obligated to assist. Children are an asset to the state, and we must invest in them. And by the way, we have been giving away plenty money to the rich and famous and to politicians. Why discriminate? We are not qualified to question the circumstances of a child's birth until we walk a mile or more in their or their parents' shoes. Wow, this one is deep. Good morning. My suggestion. Good morning to you and your guests. No, that was... okay. Good morning. My suggestion 1. The government is already providing financial, physical, and moral assistance for our nation's children. Seed, Imani, school feeding, vouchers, and more. 2. Government should focus on the brain drain taking place. Pay better. The educated... Okay, let me see if I get this right. Pay better. the educated to stay and build this country. Okay, pay people who are educated, pay them better so that they would stay. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Morning, sir. How are you doing?
I am good. Welcome.
All right. Thank you. On the issue, there are a few things. One, there are countries, yes, where this would work. And I support the callers who say we are not at that place as yet. Can we benefit from having a larger population? Yes, but the environment is not right for it. I mean, we have high unemployment, and even our export and import bills, they do not look as favorable as I think we would want them to. So putting a heavier burden on the state is unwise. When it comes to NIS, Japan had a problem with Social Security because they have an aging population, and you have a little amount of youth and them working and so forth. In Grenada, based on the figures coming out of the parliament, and they say it came from Central Statistical Office, what have you, we have a youthful population. So the issue in NIS is not about having more children and increasing the population. It's about ensuring that the people who are working, the young people, their salaries are at a place where they can support those who have been getting paid a lot more, who are exiting the system. I think it boils down to that of education or the lack thereof. Family planning, and I've stressed that before, is not something that is taught. We associate that with condom and pill and all these things. So you do have people who pursue education and career only to find out that they are at a stage where they want to have, but they can't have because the biological clock does not stay on pause. And while we're on that, if I can segue a little bit to your newscast from night before, I think we also need to, while we're educating along those lines, educate our people on the implications of AI. We should not be educating our people right now for jobs that will not exist in the next couple of years. I'm not sure if we're paying attention to that. I notice we're putting out ads now saying this is your boy Donald Trump and what, using people's voice. And I'm not even sure if we're aware of the implication, the legal implications of these things. But I think it boiled down to that of education. I think if we ever go that way, we need to be selective as well in terms of how this program is implemented, because you do not want at the end of the day to end up in a situation where you have a bigger burden than you had previously, right? If you have bad stock, you're going to have bad provision coming from it. That's just the reality for those of us who do a little bit of farming. And Grenadians, the rain is falling. Please plant something. You have a great day.
Hold on, don't run off like that. I'm happy that you brought up, although it's as you rightfully say, we deviated a bit from the topical discussion, but I'm happy you brought that up. I'm going to talk to you subsequently because even the great US of A, they are taking stern steps to ensure that this artificial intelligence is being controlled properly, because they are now seeing the dangers that can derive from it. So I am going to call you so that we can come in and sit and talk and explain to our people what is this artificial intelligence or AI and the good and the bad side of it. So we expect a call.
All right, man.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right.
Enough blessings. Good. Mr. Dabrio, a very resourceful gentleman. Folks, it's 18 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Someone says on WhatsApp, we are a small economy. We can barely afford the free education offered up to TAM-CC. This is already a direct input into families. I don't think we currently have the issue which calls for...
want children. Now, if you don't want to have children, you have to stay away from men. No, you don't want to stay away from a man, you want a man into your life. You have to go you have to do things that you wouldn't do to have children. God sent children in the world. to help, to serve, and to protect in the world. You are a mother, you don't want to have a child, let the men go their way and you go your way. If you have someone here, you must expect you're going to have a baby in time to come. Children come in the world, they are gifts of God. And when God formed baby into you inside, the men that have it all, they are the one that come in to give you the babies. You can have a baby on your own. You have to do to a man. So you don't want man in your life. Women don't want a man in their life because they don't want children. If you want children, you'll have someone who will love and care for you and your children. They have to take care of them from life to death.
Okay.
Your baby coming to the world, you have to be there for them as a father. You ought to be there to as a mother. Mother taking the life of the children God gave them into the world. The abortion things they have is not right. You have to bring your children in the world because God formed them inside of you. You must know that children are gifts of life. And if you have children, when you get of age, you can't help yourself. They are the one helping take care of you as a child to a mother. Mothers take care of their children. Children take care of their parents. You have to love your children and cherish them. You don't want to have children. The men go their way. You go your way.
Okay.
You don't want to hear me keeping talking, but I will tell the women in the world today, do not go and lie down first and get up last with the men because you're going to have babies.
Okay.
When the babies come in the world, you have to take care of them. Children come in all killing their parents. A child 13 years old, his mother now have a new baby. The baby was just 2 weeks. He starved his mother to death.
Okay.
Then he called the law and tell him, I just killed my mother. Children doing wrong, so you have to teach them what is right and what is wrong.
Okay.
When they come into the world, they come to love the Lord and do what God asks of them to do. Don't do what they want to do. And mothers and fathers, take care of your children. Don't neglect them. A friend passed by me last night. He said his 2 children get raped by some children in Tempe, 18 and 100 years old. They raped 20 man children. They go to school. They grab them and bring them in the bush and rape them. People doing too much wrong in the world with the children.
Okay.
Children are gifts of God. We have to take care of them, love and cherish them.
All right. Thank you, caller.
Stay young all the days of your life. You're going to get old and you want your children to take care of you.
Thank you.
They will be the one taking care of you when you get old. God bless you.
Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So, ladies, you heard it from a very experienced lady. Do not lie down first and get up last. Okay. I've never heard this one before. Never really heard this one before. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Yeah. Listen, let me just ask a couple questions. What if nowadays we had the ability to know who is the father? What if we ensure that every child that comes into the world in Grenada, at least a father is attached to that child? And what if, to support our previous caller, what if we try to stem the outflow of people and ensure that they have reason to remain here and contribute, and even encourage those who have left to come back? What if we do that rather than try to promote what the caller tried to say earlier this week? I just thought I would ask those questions. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, caller. Thank you. It's 16 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take our final commercial break in the segment. We'll be back after this. Don't you go anywhere.
Coming up on Caribbean Medical, breast cancer.
And millions of women are every year surviving breast cancer and living full and complete lives.
So once again, promotion, prevention, these are areas that we need to strengthen on so that we can even get early detection and then we can walk from there.
Caribbean Medical, right here on this station.
Our Climate Reality Key Takeaways is made possible by Republic Bank.
I would like to say climate change is running faster than we are. So we definitely need to borrow from the words from Honorable Mia Mottley, Prime Minister of Barbados. So we definitely need to pick up space and we need to pick up scope in going forward. And climate change is really challenging to us. And in order for us to address the challenges, finance is key, finance is available. So let's take on a whole of society approach to access the finance. Communities, NGOs, private sector, and government, let's all do our part to ensure that we create a greener space for sustainable Grenada.
But I would want to leave you here, though, to communities. Please contact the Jeff Small Grants Program. The email address gefsgp@grenada@gmail.com. You can call the telephone number, cell number 416-1425, or you can call the landline 435-7445. Call the Grenada, the Jeff Small Grants Program, call the GDB and the other institutions that are on the front line for climate action in Grenada. Do your part in making Grenada more resilient.
Climate change is real. We must act now.
On this episode of Caribbean Passport TV, we travel to St. Kitts and Nevis, visit a cocoa estate in Trinidad and Tobago, and listen to some steel pan music. And then we'll wind down with some paintings, right here on this station.
I want to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
10 minutes on to 8 o'clock. That is the time. Welcome back to the final moments of the conversation. Let's quickly do some of our Facebook correspondences there. Cameron Andrew says, good morning. All right. Yulin Alexander says, good morning, Gordon. Good morning, Grenada, Caracopidi, Martinique. Blessings to all on this thankful Thursday. Have a blessed, safe, productive day ahead, everyone. Frances Buckmeyer says, good morning, Innocent. Blessings to you as always. Thank you very much. The same to you, Jennifer Lawrence. Blessed morning, Innocent. Rose Gill, that is true. What is true? Okay. All right. Sylvina Charles, blessed morning, Innocent. Same to you, Sylvina. All right. Spice Quinn, Grenadians complain too much. I looked at the news this morning in Gaza and I swear I don't need to complain about anything. Stop complaining. Be grateful. Jeez. Alison Cox Osplund, every child that born is a gift from God and is citizen to Grenada. They are an asset for Grenada's future. Mary Banks says, good morning. Spice Queen says, get up and do for the country. Volunteer. Teach your children the spirit of community service. Help the elderly. Be decent citizens. Get up and get. Love Child Kim, let me see. Okay, Alison Cox Osplund came back and said China had a one-child policy, but they had to change to help their population. All right. Okay. All right, let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent.
Welcome.
Thank you. While we're talking children, and I really do believe that there is a need to increase our population, there must be a concerted effort to act or work on that of disciplining both parents and children. We have too much young offenders. At the prison, at the Bacolod facility, we must work on that. So we have to go back to the days of where the community raised a child and we look out for each other's children. And I just want to applaud the efforts of those who saw it fit to implement or introduce the debate at the primary school level. Looking at what we saw in the news, it's really effort that need to be commended, and it's just a love to see the children, and at their level, to me, they're looking even more prepared than that, or they're doing, just as good as the secondary level. And I really, really, applaud them and feel good to see this debate. We are grooming them for the future, or the parliament proceedings is bright. Have a great day, God night. Thank you.
You too, have a good one, my friend. Have a good one yourself. It's 7 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and it's time for us to go back to the telephone line and say good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Welcome.
When we talk about giving money to women to make babies, are we talking about married women wanting to form a family as a good example in the community? Or are we talking about man meets woman and 3 months later without contraceptive the woman is pregnant, which is very prevalent in Grenada? People are making babies as a style. They are not getting married. They are not getting engaged. They are not in bona fide relationships. They are not using contraceptives. They are dropping out of school at 15 years old. Babies, 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 and you want to pay them to make babies? Come on, this is insidious. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's 6 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. How are you doing, brother?
I'm good. Welcome to the program.
Yeah. Just yesterday, I was talking to a teacher, or a former teacher, I would say, because he's on pre-retirement. He said when he started, he had 30 children in his class, 3. And on his pre-retirement, he had just around 11. So there's a decline of kids going to his class. There's a reduction in that particular school. So when you say that you don't think we need that, I do think we need it. And they've been teaching for over 25 years. Now, a baby is a real joy to his parents' life, and even not only his parents, his neighbors, people in the community. When they see that baby, everybody's happy because babies bring joy to people's life. But what has been the problem is that most parents, when they have a kid, sometimes just the added costs. Most people refer a child to a car, They tell her, well, this vehicle is like a child, taking money, So children are really expensive. So most parents, when they have one and they see the cost, they will say, nah, boy, haven't I said, no.
But don't you think that is a smart thing to do if you can't afford one? Why you want to make 3 and 4?
No, well, most of the costs will be upfront. Having a baby, most of the costs will be upfront. Most of the costs will be when that baby born. When a child 3 and 4, 5 years, the cost go right down.
Really?
You're gonna need food.
How many children you have? How many children you have?
Me? For not to say, I'm a hard man, bro. I don't play.
Not that I ask you, and you see that is the problem there and then. All right, we don't want to populate this thing on the fact that we have some hot men and hot women, and we just want people to meet and as the previous caller said. But yeah, the cost for raising a child is not getting cheaper. So, if you cannot afford to take care of one properly, why should you want to make 2 and 3 and 4?
Well, those who could afford, they're not making it.
They're not making.
They're busy running on money. You understand? And then they want what they have. So now they close their eyes. They sell all what they have and they smoke cocaine, and they go on the street. Most of the poorest of the people in this country here make most of the brilliance to set their children. Let's go in any government areas in this country here. And look at the children here. Most of them come from poor parentage. Their mother sucks salt and send them to school.
Okay. All right, thank you.
You don't base it on money. Parents who poor, they bring out brilliant children.
Yeah.
What life is all what.
Okay.
So I'm saying that if the government can help them at that stage when that baby born. Okay, most relationship in this country break up when that person or that two partners have a baby based on the cost. The man will even run. Yeah, that's it. So if you can step in and
you see, let me tell you, and I'm ending the conversation with you on that. My policy, right? If you do not have space to park a car, don't buy a car. If you can't mind a child, don't make a child. You understand what I'm saying? That's my opinion. You do not have space to park a car, don't buy a car.
Well, go over the road and see how much car by the road.
That is my point. That is the point. You don't have space to park it.
There is no space for that.
Okay. All right, caller. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good one. Let me take one of the comments here. Gillian C. Johnson Batiste. Good morning, Mr. Joseph. There may well be a need to populate Grenada. However, I am looking at the current state of our society. We are definitely losing our core values like discipline, respect, honesty, etc. So many of our young people are on the work track, especially our boys. On the wrong track, rather, especially our boys. It means that families are not adequately equipped to raise children. Wouldn't paying families to have children create more chaos in society? Good morning, caller. I lost that caller. Okay, we have, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent, and how are you today?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
Well, that is a beautiful topic. Well, I think with this children business, I think the government had something in place already. There's parents that have children, they need it. They help them. But this thing about paying to have parents, you know what at least 5 of us decide to do? The women cannot control. So I alone said, if the government do that, I want to have 20. It will be competition with men to give women children.
Okay.
There's some of these countries that they're talking about. They're talking about China. China want 1 million man for army, so they're going to do that. Japan, all these places, they want a lot of, even America, they want a lot of people for the army and other things. So they're doing that, but Grenadians don't need that. We have a lot of people here already, you know.
Right.
Look, since in the 70s, I hear they saying the ratio is 120,000 people in Grenada. Since in the 70s, I hear they saying the ratio to man to woman is 7 women to 1 man. What is the ratio there?
Okay.
If you walk about Grenada, there are a lot of people that are home. They need jobs, so you're not see them, but there's a lot of people in Grenada.
Okay.
So we need to do something better than this, encouraging to make children.
All right. We have to approach it differently.
Yeah, we have to approach that differently.
Okay. Thank you, caller.
I tell you, it's about 25 of us, and it's about and once they do that, we want to have competition to have more children. I don't want that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, folks, this is where we've got to wrap it up. We've got to leave you here. We've got to join the BBC. Thank you very much for your contribution and participation. If the good Lord spare our lives, we'll do this again together tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will be joined by Mr. Richard Duncan as we demystify the citizenship program, the investment program. That's it, folks. Thank you very much.